Greetings to you all and welcome to Red Alert 2 No Unit Challenge. This time we'll be limiting ourselves to only building absolutely nothing. That's right, I can't train a unit, I can't build a building, I can't use the sidebar in any capacity whatsoever. I have nothing. Sound good? Sounds good. So, I've had to make one amendment to the rules, otherwise this would be literally impossible. And if you know anything about the game, you probably noticed the change. It's not that the speed's gone from 5 to 4, but that change is pivotal. Now, for this hardest of hardest challenges, which faction do I want to play as? Doesn't matter. Which faction do I want my opponent to be? Doesn't matter. That's right, we're going in hard. If you want to be generous, you could say the previous video, which was nuclear reactors, and it was an experience. Go check it out. If you want to be generous, you could say that was me winning attack dogs only, desolators only, amphibious transports only. You know, every unit that the Soviets have that can't attack buildings only was technically completed in that. Well, now I'm going to show you something that would allow me to technically complete the challenge with literally any unit for Allies or Soviet. So, I don't know, this is spies only, if you like. Right, let's go. Who did I get? I got America, because it showed me power drops on this opening screen. Now, this is my only unit, because I am not allowed to use the sidebar at all. Well, that's not true, I will be using the sidebar. I shouldn't say no sidebar. I can't use this area of the sidebar. But I'm not allowed to build a building, and I'm not allowed to train a unit. But then, how do you possibly win against a brutal AI, the hardest AI of them all, on this very fair and balanced map? As follows.
New construction options. Building captured. New construction options.
And there you have it. Just to show you how easy Red Alert 2 really is. That is Red Alert 2 Brutal Difficulty, the hardest possible difficulty setting, completed in,
Unit promoted.
I don't know, 20 seconds.
Player defeated.
With no
You are
units,
victorious.
no buildings, nothing. Just go. But there you go. That is the biggest limitation I could possibly think of putting on myself, and it's anticlimactic after the nuclear reactors. Nuclear reactors was the final boss, make no mistake. This was just a bit of fun that I always knew was possible. The thing that I had to change to make this work is short game. So you can argue whether or not short game should be on or off by default. The game starts with short game on by default, so I did them all on short game. What short game means, if you're not sure, is that when all buildings are destroyed, the game ends. For most of the challenges, what this means is when the enemy sells, I win. And what would happen is the enemy would sell everything and then attack me with all of their random GIs or conscripts that they get out of their buildings. So long as it's something where I have base defenses, I would hold that attack and then I would win. It would make basically no difference. It's slightly different for a few scenarios. For example, Crazy Ivans would struggle, because even when they manage to destroy all the necessary buildings, they're going to lose to the infantry. But for the most part, it didn't make that much of a difference, but sometimes it is helping me out quite a bit, I will admit. But as I say, the game has short game on by default, so I thought it was better to leave it on. It also limited me in some capacity, I guess. But if we turn it off, then I can sell my MCV, and I can use the units that come out of it. And that's what we did. Now, if you want to see what it looks like with short game, I'm happy to show you. So with short game turned on, if you just sell your MCV, this happens.
Unit lost.
So you have no way of winning just by selling and attacking. So you have to build another building before you do the sale, which is fine. So I'll do this as well while we're here. We can call this the... Well, we'll redo the intro. Greetings to you all, and welcome to Riddler 2 No Unit Challenge. This time we'll be limiting ourselves to only building one power plant. And now you get an idea for what's going to happen.
Changing position. Changing position. Moving. Location confirmed.
But I thought it was more dramatic to show you the version where I do literally nothing.
Location confirmed.
But we'll do the one power plant version.
Moving.
It's more difficult to do it this way because it gives the opponent more time to react.
Location changing position. Moving.
New construction options.
Also, I'm against allies, which is harder. Because they will train GIs and I will have conscripts. But this may take a few tries.
Construction complete. New construction options.
It's debatable what you should capture here, really.
New construction options.
That place was staffed. No GIs? I mean, I win so long as I kill the GIs as they pop out. But if you're not going to build any, then I win it. Anyway, okay.
For Mother Russia. You are sure?
Unit promoted.
Okay, I need promotions here now then. I have to farm these GIs for promotions because otherwise my conscripts will die slowly over time. But if they get fully promoted, then they will start to regenerate HP. So we don't have that problem. I'm glad I got to show you this. It was funny to see the first one where I just demolished it in an instant, but it was very easy because I got allies and they got Soviet, which is the perfect outcome.
Unit promoted.
Because it means I get the strong infantry, they get the weak infantry. Also, they're playing the faction that doesn't have the tendency to build infantry as quickly. Everything was just perfect for me. Everything just lined up.
Unit promoted. Unit promoted.
Alright, so this guy by himself can probably destroy this building? No, not quite. If I borrow you as well.
Unit promoted.
The three of you can definitely handle that. Yeah, now you're winning. Okay. So this will win. There's no need to rush. The AI has nigh on infinite money, so these are never going to end. And if I take a shot every now and again, it's not a problem because I'm regenerating. We should just relax. If this guy gets low, I'll move him back. I'll move someone else forwards. You know the drill. But yes. If nuclear reactors showed you that Soviets can win with any unit, then I suppose this shows you that allies can win with any unit. So behold, this is my dolphin-only challenge. And as this is a short game, if I just waited he would sell now, but I'll just destroy the power plant and then I'll win instantly. I don't even need to kill the thing that comes out of it.
Player defeated.
So there we go.
You are victorious.
The ultimate constraint. Literally nothing. And we still win. This concludes the Red Alert 2 1 unit challenge that became the no unit challenge, that became the no anything challenge. I have been Artega Omega. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. I've really loved making this series. I mentioned this in one of the previous challenges, but it took me back to a time in my childhood where I used to mess around with only using basically my favourite units to see if I could take a whole base with them. My strongest memories are trying to just defend and then bomb a base into oblivion with nothing but Harriers, or it was probably Black Eagles. That's one of my prime memories. And one of my other prime memories was picking off a base with Chrono Legionnaires, just popping around and zapping out harvesters and base defense structures and going in with little like two-man teams and things. I remember that from my childhood. So it was a nostalgia trip as well as a fun challenge for me. I learned so much about the AI of this game that I never thought I was going to encounter. Obviously, there is Yuri's Revenge. And Yuri's Revenge will add new units to the game, which will come with its own host of challenges. Hopefully you'll join me for that. And I shall. See you then.
Is it done, Yuri?
No, Comrade Premier. It has only begun.